Yo, yo, yo. Oh, you can't see my face. There we go. Yo, wait, hold up. Hold up, hold up. Okay, there we go. I think everything's good now. Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Yo, what's my other screen at? There we go. Whoa, what's up with my camera? Why is it so zoomed in? Whatever. Yo, anyways. Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Well, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Whatever, we're here. late, as always, you know me. But yo, we're back for some more Umineko. We're on episode 6 now. Yeah, because last time we streamed, a week ago, yeah. I was going to stream on Tuesday, but what happened? Something went on Tuesday why I didn't stream. Something was happening. But yeah, we're back for this. And yeah. Yo, what up, John? What up, Victor? Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going? How's everyone doing today, by the way? How are you doing? Give me a sec. I'm just want to make sure I send this to someone. And yeah, okay, nice. But yo, I've been doing all right. You know, I've been tired. These days have been just long lately. Long, busy. It's the summer, I think. I think it's just the summer also. The heat's messing with me too. Okay, good. My fan's on. This is super hot, but yo, let's get this going. Because I didn't think we were going to actually finish episode 5 the other day. I legit thought we had like one more stream after then until we had episode 6. Or at least I thought we were going to finish episode 5. Then this stream, or my next stream would have been, which is this one. I thought it was going to be like the tea party, but no. I didn't know that we were that close to the ending. So yeah, I guess it was a startup with episode 6 right now. My old friend headphones are still broken. They are currently being repaired though, so I still have to deal with my other ones, which are still pretty good, but man. Oh, hey, what do you know? It works out. Having a barbecue. Yo, that sounds nice. When's the last time I was at a barbecue? Man. Dang, it's been a while since I've been at a barbecue. Like a month now? 2 months? I don't know. I don't have my water. Whatever, we'll roll with it. We'll roll without the water. I think I'd be good without the water. Oh. What? Okay, hold on. What's that sound? Oh. That's plugged in. What's that sound? Oh, it's from that. Okay. Okay, there we go. So now my headphones are picking up sound. Went on for a longer. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, because I was like, wait, I feel like we had like another one, but yeah, we're going at a good pace of this. We probably might. I don't know how long we have till we might finish this. Well, I know we have episode 6, we have episode 7, then we have 8. The volume's at like 80. But yeah, I guess we'll see how long. I mean, probably have like 3 more months of this. But ooh, Brett. Oh, y'all can't see the game. I'm just like, yo, why aren't y'all seeing anything? Okay, there we go. And audio's there too. But breaded shrimp. Okay, I feel that. Okay, moving to Ireland. Okay, over there in the Europe. I don't know why I couldn't think of the place, but okay, where are we at now? New chapter, new characters. What's up with the new characters? Okay, let me see this. I think it's just the same. I think I know all the characters at this point. I would hope I know all the characters at this point. Imagine I'm at episode 6, I don't know any of these characters. Oh man. Okay, Cornelia or Gertrude. 410, 45, double O, and this is what? 6? Yeah, 556. Yeah, they're dead. Torn apart. But yeah, let's get this next episode going. I've actually never been to Europe. I might be going to Europe next year. I might go on a little trip there. I know that last month I had some family that went to visit some other family down south. They actually went on a cruise around Jamaica. They went to the Dominican Republic. They went to Mexico. That Gulf area, Caribbean. What's this? Okay, yeah. But yeah, I know they were discussing, yo, maybe a Europe trip next year because I have some family in Europe, so maybe I might go there next year. First time going to Europe. Because I've been to Asia, I've been to Japan. I've never been to Europe though. I've never been to South America either. Or Australia. I don't think I'm ever going to go to Australia. Those bugs, yo, heck no. Australia bugs are not appealing. Okay, let me make sure all my audio is good. Okay, good. So where are we at though? Yeah, the Euro price. Yeah, it went down. So definitely. Okay, where are we at now? Yeah, but his battler was just named Sorcerer, or something like that. Wait, is he going to be on the other page now? Hold up. Ushiromiya battler. Yeah, he is. Okay. What's his title? Okay, Endless Sorcerer. Yep, that's the name. Okay, a beautiful glow shone in from the skylight over the grand cathedral. I'm over here narrating like I'm in school. The place was somehow different from the way it had been during the witch's trial. Okay. The decorations had changed. Okay, upgrade. This looks like it's a wedding. Yeah, actually, the several pleasantly sparkling white ribbons were paper thin, but they hung beautifully in the air. Battler's game now. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, it is his game now. Yo, Battler taking over. Flowers were arranged all over in a way that would make any place look cheerful. It was like how a single drop of impure water could spoil an entire cask of wine. Yeah. Just the presence of the flowers, the ribbons, and the red carpet that ran down the center of the room. My door's wide open, so if I happen to look back a couple of times, it's because of that. I'm home alone. Made it hard to believe that this was the same place Ushiromiya Natsu had falsely accused of. Oh, my cat's in the hall. Yo, I was like, yo, who's actually in the hallway? I just mentioned I was alone. Oh, yeah, the cat's in the hallway. Yo, what up, man? He's not going to come. Okay, anyways. Okay, what was it? Made it hard to believe that this was the same place Ushiromiya Natsu had falsely been accused. Yeah, she was falsely accused. Yep. It had truly become a wedding chapel. Yeah, like I'm saying, yo, wedding. Got the flowers on the side, the wreaths. Oh. Yo, out of all the voices, I was not expecting that. What? Love is generous when love is merciful. Who are you? Oh, you twin? These rewards, spoken by two demons who seem to be in charge of these gatherings, are a part of a ceremony for making an oath to love before the eyes of God. Of course, this wedding celebrated by demons was no... Of course, this wedding celebrated by demons, there was no priest in sight yet. Instead, there stood the witch who controls miracles. Yeah, Rokkenjima? Yeah. Oh, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what's that? What? What? I gotcha. Who's she about to marry? Battler? What? Nah. Why is she dressed up like this though? I swear, they start each of these episodes more and more wild. The bride standing on the carpeted path was Furuta Erika. The groom's face couldn't be seen. The bride's outfit was, without a doubt, a pure white wedding dress. The bride's veil represented both the white of God's blessings and the white of the demon's cruelty. A great many goat nobles, witches, and demons were gathered for this wedding. If only their heads hadn't been those of goats, it would probably have seemed to be a very refined crowd worthy of this great cathedral. The goats ruining it. This whole setting's like screwed up. Her ailing husband. Mr. Groom. Ain't no way. This better not. Who is this? At this point, Brooke still stared straight into the groom's eyes. I mean, who else would it be? But the groom didn't answer. His eyes were gray. His lips would mutter something from time to time, but no one could tell if the words meant anything. She spoke to the groom in the plural. Of course, there was only one groom. And of course, the gray-eyed groom didn't answer. It is Battler. What? Yo, Battler's worst nightmare. Marion Furuto, Erica, like, take everything from the earth and trample them over. So you couldn't. So okay, I don't know, man. What? The Witch of Miracle sneered with an evil smile that would make even demons want to avert their gaze. Even that sneer provoked no response, even from Battler's dim eyes. The purpose of your lives. Yeah, they're over here like... What, they're gonna kiss? Nah, what? Oh no, they exchange rings, okay. Then what, they say their vows or something? When's the last time I was at a wedding? On Battler's hand was a ring bearing the seal of the one-winged eagle, proof that he was the territory lord of this world. Yep. And on Erica's finger was a diamond ring that could not be shattered by any miracle. Diamonds signify an eternal bond. However, in Greek, the word for a diamond simply means unbreakable. Diamond unbreakable? JoJo's Part 4? Erica wasn't vowing to love Battler forever. She just wanted to take Battler as her property for all eternity. Makes sense. This wedding was being performed for the sole purpose of humiliating Battler. How did it come to this low? Will command it. Okay. Will become mine by doing this. Okay, I follow. Can't get. Can't get out. Get out. Okay, what's up, bros? Oh yeah. Yeah, I know they don't like that. Okay, even they're around. Okay. What's going on? You can't get yourself out of that locked room. You made that locked room yourself. Okay, so this is what the results of that. Okay.
Ushiromiya Butler!
Hey, what a start to this! I swear, the way they start these are just, they hook you in with this. Okay, so I'm assuming we're going to see what leads up. Hey, assume we're going to see what leads up to that point and whatnot. Dang, his own locked room got him. Okay, interesting. Man, Battler, you should stay away from the locked rooms, man. You know you don't like them. I know I don't like them. Yeah, but yeah, starting from the end again, yeah. Okay, I like that though. I like how we get to see how we end up to reach a certain point of the, like we see like the ending, but we don't know how it got to that point. Which in this case, it don't look good for Battler. Oh yeah, copper. You know, I guess I'll just mute this part afterwards. Yeah, we've seen this open, by the way. I can't even skip it. Never mind. I guess I have no choice. So copyright's gonna happen. Oh man. I wonder it's because I have the automatic on. I can't even get rid of that. Okay, well. Hopefully they don't copyright today. They probably will. They always do. They always do. That's unfortunate though. Ooh, what's in the background there? Okay. Wait, can I press escape? No. I really hate that YouTube really copyrights music from games sometimes. Or at least most of the time. Well then again, since this is like, what? Japanese visual novel, copyright laws are different internationally, so gray area, but it is what it is. Okay, all that could be heard was the sound of the wind, a sound of misfortune strong enough to bring sadness and unease to those who heard it. Hopefully it's just a claim and not strike. It's usually a claim. Slowly I came back to my senses. They ain't gonna strike me for this. If they strike me for this, that's ridiculous. I finally regained consciousness on top of... Oh, yeah, I could have just muted it over here. I realized things afterwards. You live and learn. It's alright, though. I finally regained consciousness on top of a bed with a firm mattress. Where was this again? I couldn't remember where this was, but I could vaguely recall that this was very bad for me to be here. The room was dimly lit. There was light on, but that just made the darkness and eeriness of the room more apparent. There were no curtains over the windows, but it was too dark outside to see anything beyond it. If I squinted into the pitch blackness, I felt as though I would see the witch of the forest peeking back at me through the darkness, and I averted my gaze from the window in fear. I couldn't see or hear it, but I got this feeling that if I left this room, it would be bright and warm, and someone would be there for me. I have to get to where everyone else is right now. A bad memory from when I was very young began to well up. Ooh! I was having trouble staying awake during a family gathering, and the next thing I knew, I was laying in bed in a room I'd never seen before. Okay, so younger Battler. I have the horrible, painful memory of waking up there, feeling incredibly lonely and crying my eyes out. Huh. This room, I'm not supposed to be here. I want out. Once I started to think that way, I didn't want to stay in this room a second longer than I had to. This room scares me. It's creepy. Where is everyone? I want to get out of here right now. I opened the door, trying to leave the room. A pleasant glow snuck in through the crack of the door. As I thought, the corridor was filled with a comfortable light. I didn't actually hear them, but I could sense the faraway people were enjoying themselves. Everyone must be gathering in the room across from this one. I've been shut up in this lonely, creepy room all alone. I should go, quickly. Oh, what, he chained up? I was expecting the animation too. As soon as I thought this, a merciless metallic sound rang out and the door refused to open anymore. Oh, it's the lock on the door. Okay. I thought he was like chained up. I was like, what? The chain had been set. I've always hated chain locks. You can open a normal lock just by twisting, but chain locks are built in a kind of annoying way where it's difficult to undo them easily. So I've hated them since I was very young. See? Even this chain is causing me trouble, and I just can't get it undone. Why is this happening? I just want to leave this creepy room right now. Right away. Just on the other side of this thin door, everything is bathed in a warm light. I can't undo it. I just can't undo this chain. The more desperate I grew, the more the unsettling darkness of this room seemed to close in on me from behind, and the more frightened I became. Then I finally noticed. There's something wrong with this chain. Yes, there is a chain, but this isn't a chain lock. This is just a chain staked into the door so I can't open it any further. In other words, this isn't made to be opened. What the heck's going on? Who'd do something like this, dang it? Damn it. No matter what I did, no matter how much I struggled, I couldn't pull out the stake or undo the chain or break the mechanisms. This door was just a demon's mouth, made to trick me into thinking it would open before crushing my hopes a moment later. Even so, if only I could just open this door somehow, I could get out into the pleasant corridor. This desire forced me to keep my hand glued to the doorknob. But it was useless. Both the chain and the stake were firm, and though they clattered about, there was no chance of them letting the door open any further. Even though I could see the pleasant hallway through the crack, I had no chance of opening the door any further. Maybe someone will come if I yell. Maybe the door can be opened easily from the outside. When I thought this, I tried to call out to someone, but it was as though the wind had been knocked out of me. Ooh, yeah, that's not a pleasant feeling, man. Ooh. I could mouth the words, "Someone come here," but no voice left my lips. What's going on? Yeah, what is going on? Someone come. Why can't I cry out? Help me, help me, help me. Not even being able to say help me out loud scared me more than anything. If I turned around, the witch gazing into the room from the darkness outside might now be inside the room standing right next to me. I'm frightened, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. This is actually scaring me low-key. Someone help me, someone help me. I can't get out, I can't get out. Let me out of this room. Help me, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Help me, help me, help me. It's just a game. Oh no, it's the neighbor's dog's barking. Okay. Hey, what the heck? Man, okay. Interesting. So, okay. Yo, I don't know what to think right now. Okay, where are we at now? Hey! I didn't think we were going to see you for a while. Or at least, not again. Amakusa ran his finger down my cheek. I awoke in an instant from the doze I had just been in. Yo, so this is Anji? Hey! Long time no see. I glared at Amakusa for waking me up in such a creepy way, but he just played dumb. Wait, but hold up. That previous scene, though. The way they do this, they show something that's, like, crazy and then they change to something that's lighthearted. Okay, so locked room. Okay, I'm pretty sure we'll come back to that. Where is this? Where is this? It feels like a parlor in the house of some well-off person. Yeah, where? Okay. Well, I have no memory of this place at all. Where is this? And why am I? Yeah, why are you? Like, last time I saw you, you got turned into a pile of meat.
Huh?
Apparently you hadn't expected me to forget something like that just because I wasn't fully awake yet. Oddly enough, I agreed. Why am I in this parlor that I don't recognize? The sound of the footsteps of the person or people that Amakusa had mentioned had come right up to the opposite side of the door. It looked like a little nice antique shop. I could hear the sound of a conversation. They were probably women. Or maybe this is a cafe. Judging by the coffee and snacks laid in front of me, I was the guest here. In that case, I'd better remember why I came here. Or at least who it was I came to visit. Yeah, why do you forget? Who am I? Ushiromiya Anji. Who's this man? Who is the man standing behind me? Amakusa Jusa. Yep. The man who used to be my guard long ago. He's now the bodyguard Okanogi assigned to me. In that case, after Aunt Ava died, I must have thrown off my pursuers and gone on a journey to find out what happened on that day 12 years ago. Is that what happened? Well, did I have a memory of this? Who's about to answer the door? Is it that lady? After a knock, the door opened, and the person I must have come to meet me entered along with a maid. Oh, wonderful. Even after seeing her face, I can't remember who she is. Hachijo Toya. That's a relief. The maid introduced her to me first. And I finally remembered who she was. She? I was sure it was a he. Okay? Oh! Hachijo Toya. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait, I know who they are. I've seen them. Yeah, okay. Look at Makusa. He's like, yo, good looking. He said, yo, what's the change of outfits? Okay, double sit up. Okay. Smart. Hmm.
こりゃ驚いた。先生の作品は読んだことないが、多分あんた本人の方がよっぽどミステリーですぜ。
Wait, hold up. Yeah, hold up. The character thing is up here. Hold up. Okay. Hachijo Toya, a message bottle forger. She is a mysterious novelist, and the mysteries surrounding her outnumber even those found in her novels. Claiming to have found the truth of Rokkenjima. She writes new tales and publishes them on the web as though giving out extra hints. However, I have no memory of meeting her before my trip to Nijima. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Music? Okay. Didn't read anything. Huh. Yo, that people do that nowadays anyways. Dang. Yo. This person really is eccentric. There's no doubt about it. This is Hachijo Toya herself. And what's the purpose of you meeting with her? Oh yeah, because she knows secrets of Rokkenjima. Okay. Hachijo Toya is a mystery novelist who's become the center of discussion lately. Although her actual books are also apparently high praised, it's her mysterious debut that's attracted so much attention towards her lately. Last year, she somehow managed to win several different awards for exceptional mystery novels offered by multiple large publishing companies, submitting each of her works under a different pen name. And after that, several highly regarded anonymous works were discovered, one after another, that had been stories she had written in the past under false names, and her popularity soared as she herself became more mysterious than her books. Despite all this, the author herself never appeared in public, and everything about her was wrapped in a veil of secrecy. However, just a few days ago, this author had finally made a public appearance for a book signing, showing up with a mask that covered his face and drawing even more public attention. And yet, apparently even that had been a fake. Oh, okay. Interesting. Given this person's radically unconventional track record, it was hardly a surprise to hear her casually insult her fans like this.
後宮園児さんの
Makes
こ
sense.
とも
Okay, we get a gist of her personality.
ワイドショーでもずいぶん
what
い
she's
ろい
like.
ろやってましたから私もよく知っていますよ
どうせろくな話じゃないわ。
ええろくでもない話ばかりですよ
Yo, I like Anji's personality, man. She's like, surely nothing you haven't.
何でもお金で解決しようとする無法者の乱暴者だとか
違いね
でも私はあなたのような頭のいい人は嫌いではない
Okay, thank
だ
you.
から会ってくれたんですか？
Yep, piqued her curiosity.
伊藤育九郎0576が私八条東也の別のペンネームだと見破ったのはあなただけ実に
Ooh,
見事なるかな
the only person?
伊藤
Okay,
育九郎
interesting.
0576。おかしなハンドルネームだったわ。
It is
で
actually.
も
Sounds
数
like
字に直すと
one of those random.
110億1996万576と読める。
One October 1st. Wait, hold up. Stop. Go back. What was that? Hey, yo, what's up? What was that she said, though? You could read it as... Oh, interesting. Because it's also like, a year. Like, what? Let's see. What? October 1st, 1996? If we're going by... That, maybe? Okay. Or maybe not. Wait, what's the other thing? This massive number is equal to 18. Oh, 18... Okay, never mind. 18 to the 8th power. In Japanese, Toya no Hachijo. That's how you read Hachijo, Toya. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
よくできました
Hey, yo, it's going good. It's going good so far. You know, just starting off with a banger, too. Yo, the past couple scenes
そ
were
んなあなただから私も直接会ってみたかった
interesting. I decided to let you meet me in
ようこ
person.
そ人の子に我が邸宅
Her manners of speaking was extremely condescending, but perhaps because of her elegant manner, it didn't feel particularly irritating. This person had a sort of majestic grandeur about her which made that style of speech seem almost natural. At least that's how it felt to me. In fact, it felt almost as though this was the manifestation of some noble being, who would have no need to show herself before mere humans under normal circumstances. Since I'm not particularly a fan of hers, I guess this is proof that her mysterious charisma really is nothing to be laughed at. Interesting. Hachijo Toya. However, I didn't come here to talk to Hachijo Toya, the mystery novelist. I'm interested in Ito Kukuro 0576, the mysterious web author who releases her works over the internet. Around the Japanese parts of the internet, Itoi Kukuro is an extremely famous witch hunter. Ooh. However, she isn't a big opinion leader like Professor Utsuki. Oh yeah, isn't that dude like about to be killed by Kiri's sister? She's one of those message bottle forgers, Spike's family, who are always the center of vigorous debate. Okay, I keep making the okay. Message bottle forgers are, as the name suggests, people who forge and post the contents of riddle-filled message bottles, which purport? What? I've never seen that word in my life. To tell the story of the Rokkenjima incident. Claiming to have discovered a new message bottle, they post either a very similar counterfeit or a new theory on their own interpretation of the truth, claiming that it was written by Ushiromiya. Okay, I remember this. They openly call themselves Ushiromiya, write up a new bizarre tale as if they had been there themselves and knew the truth, and send their stories out into the new sea that mankind has discovered, the internet, calling them the third or fourth message bottles. Okay, so fake bottles. Okay, people faking stuff. All of the first forgers were either simple pranksters, or crooks trying to swindle collectors. However, eventually people who claimed to have solved the riddles of the message bottles' tales and reached the truth started to appear. They started work creating third and fourth message bottles from Ushiromiya Maria, as though they had moved over the riddle teller's side. These people rewrote the tale of the witch with whatever interpretation they wanted, and every once in a while, certain theories would gather an enormous amount of support on the web. Because of this, some of these creations began to be so widely trusted that they were believed to contain some grain of truth. The more rigid witch hunters openly despised these people, calling them forgers, counterfeiters, or just witches. Though they claimed to have reached the truth, they refused to tell it, and created fake message bottles as though testing on everyone else. It's no surprise that the serious witch hunters were very annoyed by these forgers. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, they're fake letters, so of course that might throw you off or something. So, however, there were many people who simply liked to entertain themselves with the occult fantasy of Rokkenjima, and a small number of those accepted these creations as literary works. Glad of this expansion to the mysterious tale. Of all these forgers, Itoi Kokoro was one of the most highly regarded. Okay.
End of the Golden Witch.
Oh.
読ませてもらいました。
Dang, I didn't change my title. Wait, hold up, y'all. I'll be back. I have to get some water. I'm thirsty as heck right now. We back. Yo, I need some water. My throat is like... Also, let me just do this quickly before I forget. Okay. Six. I don't know what it's called, but I'll just keep it as that for now. Episode 6, there we go. And in the Golden Witch, I read that one of yours. Okay, that's interesting.
人の親族をよくも好き放題に殺せるものです。
それが言いたいためだけにわざわざここへ？いいえ、違うでしょう。後宮家の最後の末裔よ。
In her latest forgery, End, she killed off at least 7 of my relatives during the story. You know, that actually is kind of messed up, though. People making these fan stories or fictional stories based on this life event that happened to her family, and they're writing it with these situations where each of them died. Like that's messed up. No, if you count Alliance and Banquet, the other forgeries she's made before now, then she's killed off most of my family in horrible ways, over and over again. Of course, I'd want to complain. However, all of her works are known for being, in both form and level of completion, the closest tales to those written by Ushiromiya Maria herself. In particular, Itoi Kokoro's first forgery, Banquet of the Golden Witch, was a depiction so complete that even included Ushiromiya Ava's escape to Kuwadorian. People wondered whether this might be the true story of Rokkenjima, and even made it onto the talk shows. So far, all of these tales have been nothing more than electronic text on the web. However, people will eventually realize that Itoi Kokoro is actually Hachio Toya. When that happens, these tales will become associated with that bizarre Hachio, and no one will think of them as a mere fan creations. Yeah. People will probably start wondering if this might actually be the third message Bible she found and released under the guise of a story she wrote herself. When that happens, these stories will probably seem even more bizarre and incredible. Okay, that's why you also wanted to confirm. Okay.
狡猾ですね。
どうして？
そうしてあなたは自分の義書に神秘性と信憑性を与える。
信憑性とは？
それを得てあなたの義書は真実に昇華される。
昇華。愚かしい。
Yeah, her expressions.
私の作品には必要ありません。
Such thing is unnecessary for my works.
なぜならあなたの作品は義書ではなく真実だから。
Interesting. She said it's the truth.
昇華など不要。
あなたはマリアお姉ちゃんじゃない。ましてやあの日の六軒島にも存在しない。なのにどうして真実などとおこがましいことを。
Good question. Good question, Anji.
頭に血が上りすぎですぜ。
Well, I mean, she has reasons why.
私のどこがそうだったのよ。
Anji realized that she'd let her emotions get control of her. She let out a sigh and
あ
shrugged.
なたがここへ来た理由は親族を義書の中で何度も殺めた私をなじるためではないでしょ。
Hachio had been smiling at Anji kindly, but in a condescending manner, or else like a mother might watch over a very small child. Anji realized this and was unable to suppress her irritation. Apparently, Amakusa could tell that Anji was getting worked up. He joked around with her for a bit so that they could start the conversation over again from the beginning.
あなたが私に聞きたいのは私の至った真実でしょう。
Yeah.
どうして真実に至ったと
Yeah,
確
why is
信
she? Yeah.
すべての物語を理解したからです。
だからどうしてそうだと確信を。
太陽が地球の周りを回っていたことはあると思いますか？
Sun ever revolved around the Earth? Hachio suddenly started talking about the geocentric model. Anji was about to tell her not to answer questions with more questions, but she quickly realized what Hachio meant.
かつて人間は天動説を支持していた。
They
し
did.
かし近代、それは否定されることとなる。なら否定された瞬間に太陽は動きを止め、地球がその周りを回り始めたというのだろうか。
Okay.
そ
Interesting
んなわけ
there.
もない。人間が何を信じようと真実は変わらない。
ならば
The
今
truth doesn't change based on what humans believe.
あ
It's
な
the
た
same
が
in this
私の
case.
真実を否定するのは、つまりはそういうこと。
Several scholars before Galileo proposed the heliocentric model. However, it was hard to objectively prove it using the scientific techniques available at the time. However, that didn't change the fact that it was the truth, and yet it moves.
真実はその立証のいかにかかわらず真実だと。
そうです。これより未来、やがて全ての真実が明らかになった時、私がすでに真実に至っていたと遡って人々は気がつくでしょう。
Apparently, Anji just couldn't stand Hachio's attitude. She kept getting irritated, and every time, Amakusa would joke around until she settled down again. However, there could be no mistake that Hachio was a genius, and she had used her extraordinary intuition to form a most interesting perspective on the events that occurred on that island. Yep, truth versus belief. That was why Anji had wanted to contact Itoi Kokoro and hear about her viewpoint. Still, she really was lucky to have been granted this meeting. Anji hadn't been absolutely sure that Itoi Kokoro was Hachio Toya. She hadn't thought that the publishing company would really contact the author. And most of all, she hadn't dreamed that the mysterious masked author would grant her an interview under such short notice. Yeah, true. She could have not shown up, or it could have been someone else that showed up in her place, but the more she thought about it, the more she realized that the sum of the events leading to this meeting made for nothing short of a miracle. Yes, a miracle. After all, in most cases, I don't get contacted by the publishing company at all, or leave Najima the next day. Wait, what? After all, in most cases, I don't get contacted by... Okay. I left her in Najima, then went to Rokkenjima. Yeah, Yep, this situation happened. Then I gave One-chan Sakutoro. Huh? Yeah, then they flew out into who knows where. Why would I have Sakutoro? Ooh. My memory of the future is all muddled. My head hurts. Hachio said something about showing Anji something good, rose from the sofa, and headed for the study desk. When she turned back, Amakusa asked Anji, who seemed to be troubled about something, if she was okay. Yeah, so what is going on? Because, since all that did happen, she's remembering that stuff happened, but...
いつからここにいるの?
はあ? さっきから様子がおかしいですぜ。何事ですかい?
Yeah, what is going on?
いつからここに座ってるのか。
まだ寝ぼけてんですかい?
そうじゃなくて、だって私は確か大月教授とはアポイントが取れてたけど、伊藤育九郎の件では出版社から返事がなくて、結局この日は一日何もできなかったんじゃなかったっけ？
はあ？
天草はあの大きな黒いバッグを受け取りに行ったんじゃなかったっけ？
That's right. Just before we left for Najima, Amakusa and I briefly parted ways. He said something about getting a weapon from an acquaintance of his, and he went to go get that large black bag. Wasn't that today? What am I talking about? I mean, didn't I go to Najima to meet Captain Kawabata and inside the bed shop? Huh? What? Yeah, what?
どうしました?
Did my confusion and uncertainty make me sigh out loud? Even though Hachio's back was to me, she slowly turned around and smiled as though she had peered into my heart.
いいえ、何も。
Strange memories, ones that even I can't understand. I tried to hide my confusion, but for some reason Hachijo had a strange glint in her eyes, as though she could read my mind.
私は何冊もの記書の中で何度もあなたのご親族を蘇らせては殺す。まるで魔女のように。
As a witch mind.
好きなだけ蘇らせて、好きなだけ殺す。無限に。まるで
Endlessly.
ベアトリーチェね。
ええ。だから私はやはりネット上で彼らがそう呼ぶように魔女なのかと思って。
Oh, interesting. She took a thickly packed brown envelope and what? Opened it up and okay. It appeared to be filled with bursting with pages of printed out text. Perhaps this was a manuscript for one of her works. And the neat letters written with a fountain pen on the envelope spelled out the word Dawn. There was no forgery by the name of Dawn. Up is a new story, which must mean... As you could tell, this was a new one. Hachijo's newest unreleased forgery.
Dawn of the Golden Witch.
全てを知る私には全てが退屈。しかし何も知らぬ無知にそれを読ませ、何がしかの反応を得ることは嫌いではない。だからあなたに読んでほしい。
新しい無限の魔女としての新作を。
そうです、人の子よ。あなたが憤慨しようとも感嘆しようとも、それは私の病を一時忘れさせる。
もう茶番は終わりにしましょう。あんたは誰？私の記憶にこんな出会いはないわ。
Yes, I did try to contact Hachijo Choya. However, in the end, I never got a chance to meet her. In other words, all of this is a falsehood.
今度は私は誰の駒？悪いけど、この後ろ宮エンジェ。飼いならせると思ったら大間違いよ。
やはりそなたは面白いかな。
She finally couldn't hold it back and burst out laughing. Gradually, the space around them seemed to fill with a strange purple mist. The room itself seemed to twist and bend. Her figure also twisted, and after transforming through something that couldn't be described, she took the form of just what she had called herself, a witch.
見事なり。
Yep.
よくぞ私を見破った。
It's music.
私ってつくづく魔女に好かれる性分ね。
Mm-hmm.
あんたたちに特徴的などこか人を舐めた口調。
Condescending tone.
すぐに魔女だって分かったわ。
The novelist sitting there on the sofa was nowhere to be seen. Even Anji's bodyguard, who was supposed to be around at a time like this, was gone. Yep. There was only a non-human figure relaxing on a large, ornate rocking chair.
面白きかな、人の子よ。愉快なり。それでこそ我が退屈にふさわしい。
こっちは全然愉快じゃないわ。どうして私は生きてるの？私は
Yeah, why is she?
名前を明かした
Yeah.
ルール違反でひどい殺され方をしたと思ってたけど。
You were killed kind of messed up too. Well, I did doubt that those people would just let me go easily. What kind of farce will I be forced to go along with this time? I don't really care. I'll just do whatever I can within the bounds of the role they give me, wherever I can to help Oni-chan. Hey, of course I understand. Even if he wins, he'll never come back to me.
でもね、あがくわよ。あの日の私のところへお兄ちゃんを返すためにね。
The me of that day. Okay.
そう生きり立たずともよい。私がそなたに求める役割は駒ではない。
Not to be appeased.
じゃあ何の用で呼び出したの？
Then for what?
まさかあんたの書いたとかいう新しい物語を読めとでも言う気じゃないでしょうね。
その通りだ。
That's
そな
it?
たに望むのは駒ではない。
I want you to be my reader.
元より私は傍観者。あやつらのゲームにちょっかいを
So
出
she's
す
also been an observer.
毛頭もなし。
Okay.
意味わかんないわ。
Yeah,
あん
same.
たは私に何を期待してるの？
私のためにベアトリーチェの紡ぐかけらの観測者であれ。
観測者？よくわかんないけどお断りよ。
She said, no
かつて
thanks. I feel
私
that.
はバトラーを通してかけらを鑑賞していた。しかし彼がゲームマスターを継承した今、観測者としてふさわしくないのだ。私は心より純粋な気持ちで物語を追っている。その私にとって今のバトラーを通して観測することはさながら推理小説を逆さに読むにも等しい興ざめ。
お兄ちゃんがゲームマスター？
Yeah, okay, I was curious what she was going to think about that. Yeah. He's game master now, Anji. A lot went down.
知りたいであろう。私も知りたい。バトラがゲームマスターを継承し、紡ぐ物語がどのようなものか。
Who would have thought that would actually happen one day? But, or the story goes to that point where he was like game master, but
私は病の深きに考えれば
my
行
illness.
動を続けること
I
さえ
search
可
for
能
the truth about research as part. Wait, go back to that. What was that she said? Furthermore, I wish to search for the truth Battler reached as part of my own mental journey. My illness affects me gravely. If I do not think, I cannot keep my heart beating. Huh, okay.
あ
Interesting.
んたは新しい絵本を私に朗読してもらいたいってわ
It would
そう
appear
いう
so.
解釈でよい。
Okay.
見返りに
Read that out
そな
loud.
たもまた自由に思
Like me.
考を旅することができる。そなたとて未だ真相には至っていないはず。続けたいはずだ。 真相を知る旅よ。
Yep, on your journey to find the
あ
truth,
んたに
so...
得をさせる義理がないわ。
生きがるな。私は時に寛大だが、多くの場合そうではない。
Oh, yo, she's being nice right now, Anji. Don't want to see her on your bad side. Yo. Anji hadn't yet reached the truth yet either. Though she knew that the game was a little more than a toy for the witches to play out with, she wanted to resume so that she could follow the tale and close in on the king called Truth.
私は私が真実に至るために物語を追うかもしれないけれど、あんたのために最後まで朗読する義理はないわ。意味はわかる？
Anji was willing to read the story aloud, but she could quit any time if this witch made her mad. She was, in effect, warning the witch not to annoy her.
無論だ。絵本と称したが、私にとっては死に至る病への唯一の
It's
薬。
illness, huh?
そなたの介添えなくして飲むこともできぬもの。すなわち、総理強制だ。
あんたが寝入るまで私に本を朗読しろと。その代わり
Reading a book to her sleep, basically.
そういうことね。
そうだ。引き受けてくれるならば、しばしの一時、私の朗読者に任ずる。
Okay.
偉そうな役職名だけど、所詮はただの本読みでしょ。
私の朗読者であるということは、私
My
の使いである
familiar.
というこ
Oh
と。
boy.
すなわち、そなたへの干渉は私への干渉。
Okay, interesting. What's done against you will be done against
ベア
me.
トリーチェの
I
物
guess
語
vice
の
versa
続
as
きを
well.
読みたいという
What's done to me
唯
will be
一
done
の
to you.
興味を何者にも邪魔されることを許さぬ。そなたをもてあそんだベルンカステルもラムダデルタ
Oh,
無論ベアトリーチェさん
throws
も
anything
そ
upon
なたに
you.
対して
Okay,
一切強制
interesting.
力を持つこと
Okay.
は許さない。
Temporary ally? This witch who seemed to have an almost divine This witch who seemed to have an almost divine quality to her spoke both quietly and forcefully. There was no threat in her words. However, even so, it was clear that she was on a different level than Birkenstell and the other witches, and not at all to be taken lightly.
本を読ませる代わりに、私を保護してくれると。
無論だ。
And that's what it looks like.
私は朗読を望んでいる。
But I don't know, Anji. Can you really trust any of these
それを
witches
邪魔する者は
completely?
何人であ
No.
れ許しはしない。
Okay.
私の態度が横柄に感じるならば謝ろう。人の子よ。
Yo.
私はこれでもそなたに最大の敬意を持って語りかけている。
Really? Then call me by my name.
その魔女らしい口調さえ、どうやらあんたの中では数百年ぶりに見せた敬意って感
Yeah,
じがする
most
わ。
probably. I believe that.
そなたは本を読むとき、本によろしくお願いしますと語りかけてから表紙をめくるか。
そういうことよね。理解したわ。
Just by agreeing to have a conversation with Anji, she was showing an incredible amount of respect and willingness to compromise. Anji shrugged, but she also nodded to show her consent.
いいわ。あんたの朗読者を引き受ける。あんたが私に同意を求めた時点で最大の敬意を表したことを理解したわ。
良き理解だ、人の子よ。
私の名はエンジェよ。
Hey, exactly. That's what I was saying. Not no child of man. Yo, call me by name.
良いだろう。私が敬意を示すことの証にそなたの名を認めよう。
For her, acknowledging a human's name was like acknowledging the names of all the leaves scattered across the ground. So, her acknowledging Anji's name was a miracle. No, it was immensely good
これ
fortune.
よりそなた、後ろ宮エンジェを感激の魔女、フェザリーのアウグストス・アウローラの巫女にして朗読者に任ずる。そなたが朗読を終えるまで、そなたの朗読を妨げようとするすべての者に災いを与える。
Ooh, okay. Yo, bring calamity. Interesting. When the witch of theater-going, Feathering, spoke this, Anji was wrapped in a bright light. Yep, Feathering. Good old feathering. Witch of theater going? Anji didn't feel any particular change herself, but she definitely had been given something that only non-humans could sense. It signified that from this point forward, Anji would be attached to the Witch of theater going. That didn't mean that Anji would gain some sort of special power, but at the very least, it probably meant that anyone wanting to cause her harm would first have to take on feathering herself.
あんたの名前、随分と長いのね。ローマの偉人みたい。何と呼べば？
親しくないものはアウグストゥス・アウローラ。
Augustus Aura. Okay.
私に敬意を示してくれたあんたに、私も敬意を示して、フェザリーヌと呼ぶわ。問題は？
ない。
Makes sense. The last one refers to it as feathering. Hold up. Okay, yeah, it did change to feathering. Yeah, I'm about to say. Which is third drama and spectator. She has tired of life after 1,000 years. It's constant. Okay. Huh.
病んだこの身には名を呼ばれることさえ噛み締めがいのある優越だ。人の子の。
エンジェよ。
Makes sense.
私の名前。
Yo, she said, "Yo, my name again."
そういうやりとりさえも心地よきかな。エンジェ、我がミコよ。
My Miko, yep. Anji accepted her role. She would observe this tale with the Witch of Theater going. The current was rising on the sixth tale. Okay. I thought the screen was gonna crack on me, man. Okay. Game Master. It's a cool title though, low key. Okay, at one time, only Pizza and her fellow witches had gathered in the smoking room to chat. However, an unusually large number of people were present. Yep, Lambda Delta number first one.
どういうゲームを見せてくれるのかしらね。
それが退屈を忘れさせる。壊しがいあるものなら何でも歓迎よ。
お任せください、我が主。
Of course you would say that.
主の望まれる結果となるよう最善を尽くします。
Yeah, sure.
そうしてね。
Well, from what we've seen in the ending, it's not looking good for Battler's side, so she's about to deliver.
変なシワにならないか不安だわ。
そんなことはありません。どんなおシワができようとも我が主の美貌は完璧です。
What? That's not a compliment. That was, yo, that's to say nothing. Yo, no matter how many wrinkles you, no matter, it's like a shadow in my whole head. No matter how many wrinkles you get, yo, you'll still be beautiful. Like, jeez. Oh, what?
本当にベアとのゲーム版は素晴らしいわ。そのゲーム版の
Hey, Delnor, what's up?
不在なのは悲しいことです。虎は死んで皮を残す。ベアとも死んでゲームを残したわ。
チェスは残ってもその作者の名は残ってないわね。
あ、本当だ。ゲームの作者って不憫ね。それにしてもバトラさんは随分待たせるじゃないですか。
Yeah, what's he up to with this game, man?
準備まだ終わらないんですか。
Setting up, yeah?
ガートルード、バトラ教の準備はいかがです？
Yeah, Lord Battler now. Haha.
近景謹んで申し上げる。もうじきのことと知りたまえと奉る者なり。
待たせるってことはそれだけ自信作なんでしょうよ。前回、我が主の前であれだけの恥をかかされたんです。是が非でも打ち破ってみせます。特にあんた二度と無様を見せないでくださいよ。
Yo, this theme is low-key. I don't know how I feel about it. The previous game master Lambda Delta had confirmed that Battler understood everything about Bito's game. However, in order to prove it, Battler would have to run this game by himself and carry it through to completion, yep. In other words, if Erica could crush this game of Battler's, she would, in effect, wipe away the dishonor of last game. Yeah, it makes sense. Make sure she would redeem herself. Though Erica was chomping at the bit to get started, it was taking Battler quite some time to show himself. He's going to make a grand entrance. The swarm of gold butterflies swelled out of nothing and formed a human shape. The shape of that familiar dress. Everyone immediately realized who it was. Ooh, Beatrice? Hey, what? Yeah, what? Yeah, the player, okay, yeah. This a piece, yeah, okay. I was about to say, wait, no way she's... Yeah, I guess so, yeah, you're true about that, true. Beatrice gave an elegant curtsy as she appeared. This humble entrance was so vastly different from her usual high-pitched laugh that it created a sense of tension that they waited for the start of the 6th game to be announced at last. Yo, what? Yeah, like what? Not only had Bito started talking in an unusually polite manner, she had also used the word father, probably referring to Battler. For an instant, everyone was stunned into silence. I was expecting that. Then they quickly realized that this was part of something bigger, and they grinned. Bito wasn't the type who could keep up this kind of act for long. It would probably fall apart in a few seconds, leaving her laugh and cackling rudely at everyone. Erica, who was itching for a fight, went for Bito almost at once. She always trying to pick a fight, like... She has no chill. That insult's not going to do anything to her. Well, he did become Game Master, so yeah. Okay. By this point, everyone realized that something weird was going on. There's no doubt that the face, the dress, and the hair were all Beatrice's. However, her expression was different. Even though she had Bito's face, Bito would never show anyone an expression like that. For real. Wait. Yeah, what is happening? Ooh, imposter? There was a heavy silence. Yo, among us, Beatrice. Lambda Delta spoke for everyone there. At first, Bito wore a smiling yet confused expression. Who the heck are you? However, when she realized that the mood had suddenly gone stiff, her expression finally darkened and she hung her head. Yeah, like what the heck? Even Delano was forced to ask despite the rudeness of the question. That was how much this woman, who appeared to be Bito, was not. Yeah, this ain't no Bito. Yo, get out of here. Yo. The heck? Oh.
私はまだ生まれたばかりですので
What?
記憶は何も
So
あり
no
ません
memories. Okay, well that makes
で
sense.
すが皆さんの期待されるベアトリーチェになれるよういろいろと勉強を
ベア
Yeah.
部屋にいるように言ったはずだ
Hey, Ballard showed up. Ballard's voice came out of nowhere. His tone was slightly cold. He said, "Yo, Bito, why are you heading out? I told you stay in the room." Bito's expression looked like that of a young girl being scolded. Her personality actually is reminds me of back in what's episode 3 when Rose was talking about the story with Bito, and then we saw that at the Kuadorian. I remember that. I'm explaining it weird, but it's like that same like persona. The way she was speaking at least reminded me of that. Hey, Ballard got that drip. You just put on a cape. Yo, a little upgrade, okay. A swirl of gold butterflies. Ballard appeared. Hey. His dignified bearing and appearance were fitting for the ruler of this game. However, his expression was gloomy. Yo, the cape adds on to it. And the expression just helps with it. His gaze was directed at Bito.
部屋に戻れここはお前のいる場所でない
私は少しでもお父様のお役に立ちたくて
部屋へ戻れ
He spoke both softly and forcefully. Ballard didn't leave her any room for debate. Hey, yo. Magikoi and Dai's Ray. Okay, yo, I make sure I add those to my list to check out then. Wait, what was that last sentence that they read? He spoke both softly and forcefully. Ballard didn't leave her any room for debate. Okay. Bito hung her head and curtsied as she prepared to leave the room.
それから
お父様
Actually, let me make sure I write those down before I actually forget. Magikoi? Okay. And Dies? Or Dees? Oh yeah, I've actually heard of that one. Make sure I add those. Okay. Yes, what is okay.
俺の名はバトラー二度と他の呼び方を
He said don't call me father. I ain't your daddy. I'm Battler. Okay. Bito melted into a swarm of butterflies and disappeared. What's that though, man? Well, this is the first part of the tale with Battler as the game master. The witches had all expected him to come forth with some flashy big developments, so they were all fairly confused. I'm confused. Their mouths were still hanging open. Makes sense.
失礼した
It is unusual. She coming over here, Bito having lost memories, who's over here, got the cape on now.
今のは忘れてほしいう
まいこと言ったそれまた北風太陽作戦みたいに印象操作して何かを煙に巻こうって魂胆でしょ
Yo, Erica, I don't think Ballard's in the joking mood.
何かあったのですか
気にするなお前たちには関係のないことだ
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Huh?
なら関係ないってこと
Okay. That's a little sus there, man.
早く新しいゲームを始めてちょうだいもう待たされすぎちゃって退屈してたんだから
Huh?
ああ第6のゲームを始めよう
Yeah. Huh?
エリカそしてベルンカステルこれが俺の物語である
This is my tale, proof that
俺がベアとの真相に至ったことの証明だ
Okay.
ラムダデルタそれを仙台ゲームマスターとして見届けてくれ
As a former game master, huh?
タイトルは
ドン黄金の魔女の夜明けだ
Dawn of the Golden Witch. Oh yeah, I need to change my title. Oh yeah, I put episode 6, but I didn't put Dawn
冬
yet.
の太陽だけれどねもちろんです、我が主すぐに引きずり下ろしてご覧に入れますタイトルだけはグッドですそこだけは褒めましょ
At
う
least the title is good. What was her tacky title
気
she
に入って
had?
もらえてよかった
Wait, maybe that's the title for next episode. I bet. Whatever it is, whatever she
では
had.
始めよ
But yeah, I actually do plan on actually reading Classroom of the Elite, the light novel. Eventually. I'll eventually get to it. Okay. I'll begin. Battler solemnly announced the start of the game. Compared to his fired-up attitude at the end of the last game, where he and Erica had sworn to settle everything next time, he's extremely quiet now. Yeah, complete contrast. Dude was hyping me up last week. Now he kind of got... What happened? What is happening, actually? You know, this whole episode has been starting off a little wild. But I'm sure it's all going to make sense down the line. It's all going to connect.
ベアとの様子があまりにこれまでと違うな。
Witch. Yeah, okay, that does fit. Yeah, it was Checkmate of the Golden Witch. Yeah, she had that title. Hold up, let me close my door. Bito seems very different from the way she was before. Oh. There we go.
私も驚いてるわ。
Yeah, Checkmate of the Golden Witch, man.
何が何だかさっぱりよ。
Yo, I bet it's gonna be good.
それ以前に
The way they're starting off this episode is like already getting me excited.
さっき読ませてもらったけど、前回の物語の最後でお兄ちゃんが真相にたどり着く直前に死んで消え去ったんじゃなかったの？
この世界での死は2つある。1つは駒としてゲーム版より取り除かれること。これはゲームにおける死でしかなく、仕切り直せば何度でも蘇る命だ。
だから魔女たちはその命を奪うことにあまりに無慈悲なわけよね。
To the Witch players, the lives of those characters who appear on the game board are no different from pieces on a chessboard that take other pieces and get taken. After all, these pieces will be set up again when the next game starts.
マリアにおける作太郎がその駒の最たるものであっただろう。
作太郎がお姉ちゃんの駒？
Yes, that does make sense. On the game board that represents the inside of One-chan's head, Sakutaro certainly does exist, and is a piece which always stays by her side. Though he's nothing more than a stuffed animal in the real world, on One-chan's game board, he is a full piece, no different from any other piece. Excuse me. Hold up. What was that? To the Witch players, lives of those characters who appear on the game board are no different pieces on chessboard. Okay, I follow. Yeah, okay. So, okay, I understood that to an extent, but now they're explaining it better.
どうかしら。魔女のゲームの駒なら簡単に生き返らせることができるんでしょ。でも、お姉ちゃんの世界では作太郎は蘇ることができなかった。
True.
世界でたった一つのぬいぐるみというよりしろが失われたからだ。
That completely unique stuffed animal. Really unique, huh?
だから駒の存在条件が崩れ、マリアのゲーム版では復活することができなかった。そなたがその存在条件を再び満たしてやったからこそ、作太郎はゲーム版に蘇ることができたのではないか。
確かに。
Ryo-ne-chan was unable to revive him because she had lost the stuffed animal that was his vessel. If like my family on Bito's game board, she hadn't needed a vessel for him, she would have been able to revive him as often as she wanted. Okay, I follow.
確かに作太郎はお姉ちゃんの駒かもしれないわ。少なくともよりしろが無事である限り何度でも蘇れる存在だわ。
そう、よりしろが無事である限り何度でも蘇ることができる。それが駒の命というものだ。
それがこの世界での死における一つ目。もう一つは
ゲーム版の外の存在の死だ。作太郎の話で続けるなら、この場合はマリアの死だ。
駒じゃなく本当のお姉ちゃんの死ね。
死だけではない。 興味や関心の喪失でも同じだ。マリアがぬいぐるみ遊びを卒業すればゲームのプレイヤーとしてのマリアは
The
死
game
ぬ。
player would
さ
die.
ながらテレビに飽きてスイッチを切るかのように簡単に
Huh.
なるほど。つまりプレイヤーとしてのベアトは前回までのゲームで勝利を完全に諦めたので死んで消え去ったわけね。
She died and
な
vanished.
らつま
Okay.
りベアトが再びお兄ちゃんに勝てるつもりになって戻
She'll
って
come
きたら
back.
生
Okay.
き返るってことだわ。
理
Huh.
屈ではそうだ。人も魔女も
Logically.
神さえ
Okay.
興味と関心を失えばいつでも死ねる。
They can die anytime.
そして
Okay.
それを取り戻せばいつでもよみがえれる。しかし
It can
神
be
の
robbed
世界には
anytime.
時
Huh.
間の概念がないからいつよみがえるも自在だが、矢のごとく時が過ぎ去る人の世ではそれは容易ではないな。
Hmm.
そうね。一日のずる休みならともかく3日もサボると学校に行くのがものすごく億劫になるわ。
それが1
Yeah.
ヶ月
It's true. I've been there.
それこそ魔女の世界のように
School for like a
1000年も
few,
及んだ
for like a week. Maybe because I was sick. Then I come back. It's like, yo, I want to go
それ
back.
だけになればもはや社会における死ね。それだけの長い間死んでいたら社会的な遅れを取り戻せないだけじゃなく当時のモチベーションだって絶対に蘇らないわ。それはつまり命があっても一度死んだのと同じことだわ。二度と元の自分には戻れない。蘇れない。
ベアとは勝てる道理も希望も全て失った。それを知りつつ気づかぬふりをしあれだけのゲームを戦ってきたのだ。
Hmm.
だからもうベアとは戻らない。彼女の希望はついた。気を取り直して再び戦う気力の全てをもう費やしている。だか
Okay.
らあのベアトリーチが蘇ることは
That Beatrice will never revive again. Okay. I follow that. That makes sense. That pizza who just sat around the whole time with empty eyes in the 5th game must have been her corpse. Hmm. She had managed to remain on the game board despite it all, but then even that corpse was wiped away. If Bito had been the game master at that time instead of Lambda Delta, the game board itself would have vanished at that moment, and everything would have ended. Come to think of it, Bito started to lose the will to fight back near the end of the 4th game. When Bito loses her will to fight, the world of this game disappears. However, the witches wanted to keep playing in this game board world. So, Lambda Delta bound Bito in place with the curse of that shackle, yeah. She used that shackle to make sure the game board wouldn't disappear. Even if Bito did lose the will to fight, in chess this would be the equivalent of removing the set time limit for each turn, making it endless. However, simply having the game endlessly pause on Bito's turn would cause the witch to die from their illness of boredom. That's why Lambda Delta took the position of the game master. Starting then, Bito's existence was no longer one of the conditions necessary for the game to exist. That's probably why the shackles binding her to the game board were released. And that explains why she disappeared in the 5th game.
お兄ちゃんはベアトに真相にたどり着いたことを教えるには一つゲームが遅かったということね。
第5のゲームなどラムダデルタの慈悲だ。バトラの絶対に真相にたどり着きたいという信念に絶対の魔女が慈悲を示しただけのこと。
Okay, that's nice.
何が慈悲を。
I call
た
that
だの魔
charity.
女たちの暇つぶしの気まぐれじゃない。話を戻す。
In the end of the day, it is. The witch is just
じゃあ
curing the
あのおかしな
boredom.
ベアトはプレイヤーのベアトじゃないってことになる。駒のベアトということだわ。
そうだ。だったら誰もがよく知るベアトになるはず。バトラもそういうベアトを望んだは
Huh.
ぬいぐるみじゃ嫌だったってこと。
Oh. You said the doll wasn't enough? When playing with dolls, one can project the personality they most desire into the doll. However, since you are acting out their part, nothing unexpected can ever happen. You cannot hope for any unanticipated happiness. What is this music right now? In the human world, there is nothing so boring as predictability. That's why, though a doll can become a person's best friend in the world, people eventually get bored and outgrow them. Oni-chan only wants the real Bito. He couldn't bear having a doll that he could only make act like Bito. As oh, no, she's talking, not me. Man, I wanted to read that.
駒なんだから当然だわ。プレイヤーの指す通りに動く。そして、それ以外では一切動かない。お兄ちゃんが何を望んでるのかはわかるわ。じゃあ、このおかしなベアとは何者なの？
バトラはベアトを本当の意味で蘇らそうとしているのかもしれない。
Okay, hence why.
諦めきれぬ夢だ。
あんたがさっき赤を使ってそれはないと否定したわ。
あのベアトが蘇ることは
Yeah, that Bito, yep.
しかしもう一度ベアトを生み出すことは
Great, yeah. This is a different version. Or,
忘れたか。
yeah, something like that.
第一のゲームの最後でベルンカステル自らがベアトの正体を語ったは
ず。思い出したわ。ルールが具現化した存在みたいなこと言ってた。そのルールと情報が練り上げられ、最終的にあのベアトリーチェという魔女が形作られたのだ。それを再びなぞれば、同じベアトリーチェをもう一度生み出し、それをもって復活と呼ぶこともできよう。つまりあのおかしなベアトはさながらベアトの卵、あるいはヒナってところね。
そう解釈するのが妥当である。
Okay.
すなわち、このベアトこそがあのベアトへ至るヒナなんだ。
Yo.
それはつまりこの純情可憐な子がやがてはあのひねくれてイカれた魔女に成長するってことね。
Well, yes, question mark. I'd assume, in other words, that Bito is a baby version of the Bito we all know. So just like how no person is born evil, the newborn Bito isn't evil either. Even though she really is a different person, if you measure her by her basis, her soul, then maybe you could really call this a resurrection. However, this reality can't possibly be easy to accept. Though she may technically be Bito herself, she is also without a doubt a different person. And the way she acts would make anyone feel as though something's out of place.
退屈しない。そなたの朗読は楽しい。
あんたに朗読が必要なのか疑わしいわ。あんたはもうすでに全てを知っているように見える。
そなたと対話をしているからその思考に至るだけだ。我が思考は八百万を束ねて超える。人の子にはまるでそう見えるだけに過ぎぬ。されどそなたがいなければ思考する力さえない。か弱き病人に過ぎぬ。
I only paid everything and everything, yeah, to you, but
最初からそう言えば、もっと素直に朗読を引き受けてやったのに。
私の機嫌が良くなっただけのこと。浮かれるな。
Yo.
私はお前の
She just happens to be in a good mood right now. Anji, yo.
するこの葉よりも軽んじているぞ。
続きを読んでください。お願いします。って解釈するわ。
OK?
退屈しない。そなたは巫女として優秀だ。
Another witch who wants to cure her burden. Featherin rocked back in her rocking chair and looked up at the ceiling, laughing as though the conversation itself was pleasant for her. Anji was slowly figuring out how to deal with this strange witch. This person was also bored. When a sick person has been in bed for a long time and gets so bored, they sometimes act in rebellious ways. On the other hand, they also get a little bored of being treated kindly all the time. She may want to be respected for her superiority, but it's probably more interesting for her when she's spoken to a little rudely. What a coincidence. That's exactly how I used to be. I was about to say that, yo, you saying that? That sounds like you. Or how you used to be.
とにかく第4のゲームでベアトとお兄ちゃんに何か確執があったことは間違いないの。このベアトを知ることは真相に至る鍵の一つになりうるわ。
そうであろう。私も興味を持った。彼女の物語も合わせて読むのだ。
はいはい。仰せのままに我が主。
Anji raised her hands like a conductor, and the bookshelves in this bizarre study responded. Once again, several books floated about and began to swirl around Anji. Kinzo's study is a room belonging to the master in the human world. Yo. So this study in the world of non-humans belongs to the master of the game board. Wait, what? Yeah, okay. Yep, I follow. I get you. Okay. I keep moving my water from here to there. Man. And it was a place where he could look down upon the humans. Therefore, it was understandable that one might mistake the imposing, robe-clad man in the center of the study for Kinzo. If only for a second, it wasn't Kinzo. It was Battler, the one who had taken up the position of Game Master, and who had become the new territory lord of this world. Around Battler was a swirl of glowing fragments, sparkling like the night sky, and on the floor was what appeared to be a red magic circle. To an outsider, it would have appeared to be nothing more than an incomprehensible geometric shape. But to Battler, who stood at its center, it was the outline for a new tale. A new line grew across the magic circle, following Battler's gaze. Then at the instant it connected with a complicated symbol, the entire magic circle flashed brightly. Oh. Yeah. Oh. What? Oh. Okay. Hey, Genji. Long time no see, man. I missed you last. I missed him last episode, last game, man. You were dead. You died in the beginning. As Battler wiped his forehead and finally relaxed, Genji, who was standing behind him and watching over his every move, nodded deeply in response.
ゲームマスターってのはもっと好き勝手に物語を作っているものとばかり思っていたが、想像以上に骨が折れるな。
複数の物語を描き、その表裏を合わせねばなりません。それにしても初めてとは思えない見事なお手並みでした。エリカ様もきっとこのゲームならご満足いただけるでしょう。
あの探偵殿の好みに合うといいんだがな。
Yeah,
しかしベアトを純粋に尊敬するぜ。よくあんなややこしい物語をあっさりと作ってみせたもんだ。
あっさりとではありません。
Definitely not, yeah.
深く深く悩み、物語を生み出しては矛盾に悩み、常にロジックエラーと戦われておりました。
ロジックエラー
？Logic errors, yeah.
物語の表裏が合わぬこと、矛盾
A
することでござい
contradiction,
ます。
yep. Something's not adding
こ
up.
れが生じると、ロジックエラーと呼ばれる致命的な反則手となり、即座魔女側が犯せぬ最大最悪のミスです。
ベアトのゲームも何度かそれに抵触しそうになったのか。
ゲームを生み出す際には常にそれと戦われておりました。特にバトラー様が手強くなられてからは相当
In
な
fact,
苦労
yeah,
をな
makes
さ
her
っていた
makes
よう
sense,
です。
makes sense.
今回の俺のこのゲームベアトに見せても恥ずかしくない敵かな。
Hey, he trying to please Beto with it.
はい。
He's like,
それ
yo,
はも
Beto
ちろ
would
ん
like
で
it?
ございます。
Of course. Okay.
ベアトは まだ目を覚まさないのか。
Nope.
ルールの擬人化から体を蘇生して、もうだいぶになるはずだ。
Personification of the
まだ目
rules,
覚め
huh?
ないのか。
After remaining silent for a while longer, Genji said,
3日ほど前にお目覚めになっております。バトラ様が第6のゲームの設計に集中されておりましたので、お知らせを控えておりました。
Okay.
申し訳ございません。
So that's good. Okay, yeah.
あいつめ、だいぶ長いこと寝てたから寝ぼけてやがったに違いない。
Hmm.
あいつにぜひ俺のゲームを見てもらいたかったんだ。
He wants to show off.
あいつに俺はゲームを見せなきゃならないんだ。俺が全てを理解したことをあいつに教えなきゃならない。
While his face broke into a smile, there was no trace in his expression of the hatred he once felt towards Bito for murdering his family.
ある意味これが第5のゲーム最後の謎だったわ。
そうだ。バトラは真相に至ると同時に、
Okay, with the
ベアトに
poses.
対する心象が大きく変わった。
It
それは
makes
つまり
sense, yeah.
やはりお兄ちゃんとベアトには何かの関係があって、それを
Yeah.
彼が防止していたと考えるのが適
Oh,
当な
my
の。
mistake, everyone. Yo. However, Battler suspected this in the 4th game and asked Bito about it. And within the story, this was denied by the Red Truth. 6 years ago, no person called Beatrice existed for a Battler.
6年前にベアトが存在しなかったとも受け取れるし、6年前にはバトラと縁がなかったとも受け取れる。しかしいずれにせよ、バトラはその後6年間、
For the next 6
ロッ
years,
ケン
yeah.
島には
Yeah,
訪
he
れ
didn't,
ない。
yeah.
ベアトリーチェとお兄ちゃんはこの1986年10月4日が初対面のはず。
So it was 1980
なの
then.
にどうしてすでに確執があるの？
So why is there really something
さ
like
っぱり
that?
意味がわからないわ。
第4のゲームでベアトがバトラに問いかけた。後ろ宮バトラの罪に何かの鍵があろうな。その結果がベアトリーチェという存在なのかもしれない。
The result of that may have been Beatrice
そ
herself.
の結果？お
Huh.
兄ちゃんの罪の結果がベアト？
That almost sounds as though Oni-chan created the witch called Beatrice
ま
himself.
るでベアトリーチェとはバトラの駒のようだ。
Battler's piece. What?
6年前のバトラの罪。その罪で人が死
People
ぬ。
died, yeah.
殺すのはベアトリーチェ。すべてが6年前のバトラの罪から連綿と続くと考えるなら、ベアトリーチェを生み出したのはバトラ自身。まるでバトラの駒のようだと思った。
意味わかんないわ。お兄ちゃんが何かの罪を犯したとしても、
Must have been
少なくと
something
も
like
殺人なんかよりよっぽど軽い何かだわ。
it.
それに対する仕返しがこの大量殺人なのだとしたら、あまりにお兄ちゃんの罪と割りが合わない。ベアトは親族たちを皆殺しにした。お父さんもお母さんもお兄ちゃんもみんな、それに見合う罪がお兄ちゃんにあったなんて信じられるわけがない。
罪は測る人間によって重さ
The
が
person measuring it, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, yo, you may not think it's that big, but for someone else it
ベア
could
トに
be.
とっては6年を経てなお一族を皆殺しにするほどの恨みを持つに値するものだったのかもしれない。まあ私もそれはあまりに
It's a bit excessive. Yeah, just a little bit excessive, you know, just killing someone's whole family, you know.
真相を知ったとはいえバトラがあれだけ親身になるとは到底思えない。
Kazumi's observation was extremely interesting. In the past game, Rito had said clear that Oni-chan's sin 6 years ago before was the cause of this 2-day tragedy. And I still don't know what kind of sin that was. However, he figured it out at the end of the 5th game. and he even apologized to Bito. Even though she was the witch who had massacred his entire family in retaliation for his sins 6 years before, Battler apologized to her. Of course, this was the player Battler who apologized, not the Peace Battler whose family had been murdered over and over again. But even so, Battler must have remembered something at the end of the last game that made him feel like apologizing.
その6年前の罪、これまでの物語のどこかにそれが隠されていたとでも言うのかしら。
Yeah.
私はすでにある仮説を立てている。
You have.
聞かせてよ。
I knew she wasn't going to say anything. I knew she wasn't going to tell you anything, Anji. That's why I didn't say anything else about that.
私だけ答えを知っているかのような優越を楽しむこと。
It was her. She said theory, right? Yeah, theory. So.
続き読まないわよ。
Yeah. Anji played that well then.
もう少し続き。
Okay.
私の仮説もまだ想像の域を出ぬ。確信を持てたらその時話すこととしよう。
Yeah, it's only a theory, so.
はいはい。我が主。
It ain't a
私
fact.
だって続きを知りたいわ。
It ain't truth. Oni-chan and Beatrice. Just what kind of connection is there between them? Learning that will probably be the ultimate key to the truth of this world. After all, remembering that was what enabled him to reach the truth. Hmm. This music.
親方様、ようこそお越しを。
What's up, Kumasawa?
ベアトリーチェ様がお待ちでございます。どうぞこちらへ。
The sin. This place was a villa set aside for Beatrice's use. It was a sacred site for her only, built so that she could spend her days without being affected by the outside world. Yo, going to St. Lucia's is a sin to begin with. Yo, the idea of that school, oh my gosh. My heart began to race. I'm so glad she was able to revive, and that everything's okay. Mito is a personification of the rules. So even though she was destroyed once, it is possible for her to be reborn again. Bella had quickly succeeded in reviving Mito's body, but he had trouble summoning her soul back. However, during the time he had spent immersed in the creation of the 6th game, she had woken up. And this happened 3 days ago. Yep, 3 days ago. So what's she been doing these 3 days? Battle let himself be led into the dining hall. The dining hall had been set up for his and Bito's use. It existed so that they could enjoy some black tea while discussing the truth now that he had finally reached it in its entirety. I want to tell her. I want to tell Bito that I found the truth. But her... Okay. Bradley couldn't hold back his excitement over this miracle that he had been granted, that Bito was waiting for him in the dining hall to hear what he had to say. I think it's going to be that easy, man.
それはもうお元気でいらっしゃいます。親方様がおいでになるのをずっとお待ちでいらっしゃいましたとも。
Oh, yes.
食堂にいるのか？飯でも食ってるのか？ああ、いいさ。何でも構わない。
Yo, do Battler in love right here. When he swung open the doors to the dining hall, Battler was greeted by a wonderful sight. Though the food laid out on the table wasn't particularly sensational, it was arranged beautifully, and a champagne bottle stood there awaiting. Ooh, atmosphere. Then the person. The cuss? Oh, I forgot I had the phone up here. Okay. Then the person clad in that familiar dress with the beautiful golden. That scared the heck out of me, low key. I was like, "What? What? Game?" With the beautiful golden hair, bowed deeply in greeting. Who was that, anyways? Okay, no one.
私に姿を与えてくださり、誠にありがとうございます。
Yeah, while we get an update on the profile. Okay, a new witch reborn from the rule. She has not lived 1,000 years and her behavior is vastly different from how it once was. Yep. She is a witch who does not even know how to use magic. However, she has no fear of magic circles or spider webs. It is almost as though she is just a human. She adores Battler and considers it her purpose to devote herself to him. Okay. Ooh. Oh, y'all didn't see that. Yo, I right-clicked by accident. I almost clicked something. Clicked something else. Okay, there we go. You have my sincere gratitude for giving me this form. Okay. Yo, brought dude to tears.
いいんだ。そんなのは。よかった。ベアト。
Battler rushed up to Bito and hugged her tightly, just to make sure her body wasn't just a mist or an illusion. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since he...
俺は、お前の謎をちゃんと解い
Yeah,
た
and
ぞ。
also that, yeah, that's, yeah.
なのに、それを伝える前に消えちまいやがって。
私はここにいます。消えたりなんかしません。
やめろよ、そんな喋り方。恩を着せるつもりなんか全然ない。とにかく、お前に謝りたい。
Okay.
そして語らいたい。何から先に口にすればいいかさえわからない。
私がお父様に謝られることなど何もありません。
Yo, she's still calling him father, though.
お
Yo.
父様のお役に立てればそれで幸せなのです。
ベアト。
Yeah, man, this ain't Bito, man.
お父様のために生まれてきました。どうか
Yep,
あなたの力にならせてください。
the hopes are too high,
そしてお
man.
父様、第6のゲームの完成誠におめでとうございます。
Yo, he was so
だから
excited and
そんな喋
stuff.
り方やめろって。うさんくさくてたまらねえぜ。
この喋り方ではお気に召しませんか？部長法を
Still
どう
trying to
か
get
お許
used
し
to
くだ
that,
さい。
yeah.
お気に召しませんかってことはねえが、らしくねえぜ。やっぱお前はいつもの口調がぴったりだ。
Bito smiled vividly. What was that? Vaguely, yeah. To Battler, it probably looked as though they were both smiling over the same joke. However, Bito's smile was literally vague and uncertain. After all, she didn't know how she was supposed to
それよ
talk.
りベアト。
Yeah, how you supposed to...
一体これは何の冗談だってんだ？まさか大ベアトリーチェ様自らが手料理を作ったって
Ooh,
の
she
か
cooked some food for him?
第
Ooh.
6のゲームが完成されましたと聞き、ささやかです
Some
が、
victory
ねぎらいの
lunch?
席が設けられないかと思いまして。
ベアトリーチェ様が
Kumasawa's in the
それ
back.
はもう大層頑張られてお作りにな、私は一切手伝っておりませんとも。ええ
Okay, Kumasabas. I know you'd be talking about that mackerel and stuff. The food on the table really was modest and expertly made. Yeah, makes sense. You could tell by looking at it that Bito, who wasn't particularly skilled with cooking, had given it her all when making it. However, signs of discomfort and irritation were beginning to appear on Battler's face.
これはどういうことだ？
ええ、ですからベアトリーチェ様が親方様をねぎらおうと。
Yeah, man. So what was starting to show up on Kumasawa's face, she was also feeling uneasy. When he noticed, Battler realized that it wasn't just his imagination. Bito turned her back to Battler and struck a corkscrew into the champagne bottle. Then she showed it to
お
Battler.
父様、第6のゲームの完成、
Yo,
まこ必ずや宿敵。フルドエリカ
if
に
she
勝
calls
利
him
することを
father
祈願
throughout
し
this,
て
I'm gonna be cracking up too much on that. Your longtime rival. Oh, what? Pop? What? Oh, Pop. I thought she called him Pop. Yeah, like, okay, when presented with a champagne bottle and a sound like that, anyone would think that the cork had been pulled out. However, it wasn't the cork, it was the bottom of the bottle. The high-quality champagne that Beatrice had procured splashed out all over the floor and her dress. Then the same sound repeated several more times. Each time one of the plates of food on the table was knocked into the air. What the heck's happening?
お父様、お気に召しませんでしたか？
お前
The
は
battler's doing?
誰だ？
Oh boy.
私は
Mm-hmm.
ベアトリーチェでございます。お父様のために生まれてまいりました。
Yeah, man.
違う。
Dude.
こいつは誰だ？ベアトじゃない。そして俺をお父様なんて呼ぶ
No,
な。
call me father.
これはどういうことだ？
Oh man.
何なんだこれは？ベアトを蘇らせたんじゃなかったのか？
Well, yes and no.
これはどういうことだ？
恐れながら紛れもなくそのお方はベアトリーチェ様でございます。
そんなはずあるか？これのどこがベアトなんだ？全然違う。偽物だ。
いいえ、ベアトリーチェ様でございます。ゲーム版のルールに従い生み出された紛れもなくベアトリーチェ様ご自身でございます。
いや、こんなのはベアトじゃない。ベアトってのはもっとおかしな喋り方をして品のない笑いをして、それから
いいえ、間違
He wants to
いなく
hear that shrill laugh
ベア
right
トリ
there.
ーチェ様ご自身でございます。
じゃあどうしてこんな喋り方をする？どうして俺をお父様なんて呼ぶんだ？
ベアトリーチェ様はお生まれになったばかりでございます。かつてのような振る舞いをいきなり期待されるのはあまりに酷というものでございます。
まだ記憶が戻らないということなのか？
親方様、確かにこの方はベアトリーチェ様ご自身です。しかし親方様がよく
Not the
ご
one,
存知
yeah.
のベアトリーチェ様ではありません。
どういう意味だ？俺はゲームマスターなんだろ？
Well,
どうしてベ
yes,
アトを蘇らせられないんだ？
but oh
ええ
man.
確かによみがえりましたとも。しかしかつてのベアトリーチェ様は1000年を経られたベアトリーチェ様。一方こちらのベアトリーチェ様はご本
This
人になれ
Beatrice,
と
yeah.
生まれたばかり。
It's Beatrice, but not
違う
Beatrice,
人間の
man.
ように見えるのは致し方ないことでございます。
じゃあどうやったらあのベアトは蘇るんだ？体はある、
yeah,
ここに
man.
魂はどうやれば蘇る？
同じ1000年の人生を歩めばかつて
A 1,000 year life
ベア
again.
トリーチェ様にも
Yo.
1000年を待てと？
Well, I mean, that's what
人
you're
の性
saying.
格は生まれながらだけのものではありません。その後の生き方や経験によって
Yeah,
いか
based
よう
on
にも
yeah,
変わり
a
ま
lot
す。
of things. Yeah, a lot of factors playing to that personality. Crazy. Okay,
意
we
味
go
が
back
わかり
here.
ます
Yep.
か？同じベアトであっても
Yeah, I was following that. I understand that.
わかるわ。同じ人間が2人いたとしても生い立ちで人はいくらでも変わる。
本来は同じ人間であるにもかかわらず、その生い立ちによって
Yep.
別
Environments,
人と言って
people you
もいい
meet,
ほどに変わり得る。
everything
本来
affects
人は
that.
人であり、人格そのものを指して人とは呼びません。しかし人格を人だと認める人間たちにとって、それはさながら
Hmm.
他人のような
Yeah,
ものでし
person
ょ
by
う。
the personality. It makes sense, yeah.
違いねえですな。
Hey, you're back here talking,
お
man?
嬢だって12年前の気の毒な一件がなけりゃ今
Oh,
頃は
okay, I
笑
get-
顔
I
が
get
似
the
合う
setting
キュー
now.
トな女の子だったかもしれね
失礼ね。今だって十分キュートだったわ。
I'm cute enough right now. But personality is what makes a person in our eyes. You could say that a second personality is a different person entirely, but if it inhabits the same flesh body. Yeah. At the very least, I'm a completely different person than I had used to be 12 years ago. And if my family had come home 12 years ago, then the Anji that resulted would surely be a completely different person from me. Even the same person, same human, can become different people. In fact, depending on their upbringing and endless possibilities, they can become an endless number of different people. So, just because this is the same Bito, that's no guarantee at all that she'll be the same Bito that Oni-chan knows well.
ましてやベアトリーチェは1000年を経た魔女。人は3日あれば死ぬことだって生まれ変わることだってできる。それが1000年じゃどうにもならないよ。
It's only been 3 days. You got
なかなかできる読者のようですね。
997 more years, man.
同一の
Or
人
no,
間で
900. No, it'd be
その生い
1,000.
立ちと時間によって
Okay.
別人になりうることを説
I'm
明
not
す
even
る
going
た
to
め
explain
に
that.
数百ペー
It'd
ジ
be
を割かねばならない
999 years and a number of days.
あまり読者をなめないで。
I counted 3 years as 3 days a year. Okay.
私たちはただ読んでるだけじゃない。読んで考えてるの。
True.
100人に読ませれば90人くらいは読める。しかし意味がわかるのは50人。そしてそこからさらに考えられるのは20人もいない。よく噛んで飲み込みなさいと。
And they chew before they
た
swallow.
だそれだけの話なのに。
Like,
しか
what?
しあなたはどうやら、その貴重な20人の中の一人らしい。だからここへ招いたのです。
That's when we invited you here. Yep. It was hard to actually like this Hachio Toya person. However, though this forgery she had written was still in its first stages, it definitely felt as though it had something very similar to the tales of those message bottles. Speaking metaphorically, one might call it a scent. Someone's popping popcorn. In an indescribable stern atmosphere, like a stuffy library. The Beatrice who wrote the message bottles and Hachio Toya are different people. And yet, this has the exact scent as that tale. I see. This is why some of those curious witch hunters are so intensely devoted to her. Their keen sense of smell was able to sniff out that familiar scent.
さあ、どうぞ続きを読んで文字を追うあなたの顔を見るのが何よりも楽しいの。そして言葉を交わし合うことも。
物書きは感想に飢えてるってのは本当ね。
Yeah,
申し訳
of
ない
course
け
they
ど
are.
こんな分厚い原稿を延々と読んでる時間はないの。それより私はあなたに
時間なんていくらでもあるでしょうに。
Both the second hand and the pendulum on the ornate clock behind Hachio had been moving the whole time. However, absolutely no time had passed for a while now. Only about 3 minutes had gone by since the time she had entered the room. Wow.
ね、時間など気にすることもないでしょう。あなたが読み終わるまで全ての時間はあなたを追い立てない。
ああ、じゃあ次のページ次のページ。
Yeah, he's into the story. Amakusa badgered me to turn the page, so I returned to the world of the tale once more. He's like, yo, next page, next page. Let's get back to this. Why does her tale have the same scent as Beatrice's, I wonder? Is it because she actually has reached the truth as she claims? Does this mean that anyone who knows the truth could create an endless number of message bottles? Is that what the Catbox world is like? I see. Maybe she really is an endless witch herself. In fact, maybe anyone who knows the truth can become an endless witch. An endless tale created by endless witches. The 2 days starting on October 4th, 1986, where my family is being toyed with endlessly. I have to end it. I have to find a hint of the truth from within the story and end this endless tale. End this endless tale. Okay, and he's showing her the game board. Game boy. I've never played on a Game Boy.
せいぜい無能なりにそこそこ頑張ったではないか。
無能なりにそこそこ頑張ったではないか。
Haha. He said, yo, familiar.
ゲームマスターの立場になってよくわかったぜ。
Oh, snap, man. About to knock over my whole PC.
随分と苦労してやがったんだってな。
My chair over. Like, man.
ゲームを作るのは楽なことではない。よもやそなたとそれをねぎらい合う日が来ようとはな。
ゲームを作るのは楽なことではない。よもやそなたとそれをねぎらい合う日が来ようとはな。
違う、こんなのはベアトじゃない。
Yeah, it's still not. Yeah, it's still gonna bother him. Battler slammed hard on the desk, but the piece Beto showed no reaction. After all, Battler hadn't ordered her to react. It was easy to survive Beto as a piece. However, it would only move according to Battler's wishes. Having a conversation with it was no different from talking to himself. The Game Master could summon any kind of piece. He could move those pieces in any way he wanted, reigning as an absolute god. However, for that very reason, they were just pieces. That made it unbelievably lonely and sad. Huh.
お前はたくさんの形やいろいろなもの
Just like how Beto is, you know, lonely and sad.
俺はそれを見てお前はきっとさぞや楽しい
But now you're standing in, yeah, her shoes.
だが違う。
お前は
Oh,
信じられないくらいに
お前にとって
Jinx.
俺という自らに反逆する対戦相手がどれほど愉快なものか今の俺には痛いほど理解できる。
あの礼儀正しいおかしなベアとは確かにお前なんだろうな。1000年前のしかし別人だ、お前の姿に瓜二つだからこそむしろ許せない。辛い。
しかしコマではないから俺の意志に背ける。
コマのお前なんかよりあのベアトの方がはるかに血は通ってるだろうぜ。それは認める。だが違うんだ。あれはお前じゃない。お前の生き別れの妹か何かで全くの別人なんだ。だからむしろ
Long lost little sister or
受
something.
け入れられない。
As much as he hated this piece Beto, Battler felt an even stronger dislike for the chick Beto. Even after a whole 1,000 years, she still wouldn't become the original Beto. Even if she were ordered to act like the original Beto, it would just be an imitation. It was very similar but separate person, and definitely not Beto herself. Then, in the previous game, Beto really did disappear for all eternity. Even after becoming the Game Master, there was no way to revive her.
笑えよこの無様な俺を。
Yeah, this is crazy. Just give her a rest already. You're just an illusion who won't laugh unless I order to it, and who can't even continue to laugh unless I keep ordering it. Just disappear. Dang, yo, Battler, man. That's unfortunate, bud. Oh, man. Oh, man, I'm about... Let me stop playing around. Oh, man. It gives that hope song. Okay, I'm going to end it right here, y'all. Good part to end it, yo. Next time we get to go back to the island. So, total clicks. Hold up. How many clicks was that? 16,688 clicks. Man, since I started playing on Umineko Project. Playtime 24 hours. Dang. Okay, yo, anyways, yo, I'm going to end it right here. Yeah, we're going to come back to chapter 3 next time. Ah, man, my ears. I cannot wait till my headphones come back once they're repaired. I did the question thing last time. Yeah, I did. Yeah, but Yo, yeah, thanks for tuning in for the stream. Yo, this was nice. I'm liking the way this episode's starting off. We got some mysteries here. Oh, I mean, the whole game's a mystery. But, yeah, I like the way it started off. You know, I like when we see the ending and then we build up to that point. But, you know, don't call me father. I'm not your father. But, yeah, I might be live tomorrow playing a different game. There's been some other visual novels I've been peeking out and been wanting to play. So, I might be live tomorrow playing them. If not, I might start them next week. I'll test them out and see how they do stream-wise, if I have to change my settings and stuff. But, yeah, we'll see. But, yeah, if not, then I'll also be streaming Danganronpa this weekend, back with Danganronpa 2. I plan on streaming that both on YouTube and Twitch, so feel free to check it out if you want. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll see y'all next stream will be on Tuesday, hopefully. Hopefully we'll be back on Tuesday. Hopefully nothing random pops up, because that's how it is. It's always something randomly, but... yeah, anyways, I'm going to go downstairs and cool down. So, yeah, I'll also hit you up with some more stuff about this and everything. So, yeah, that's all to say. Enjoy your week if I don't see you anywhere. See you in other streams or other videos. And, yeah, later. Peace and out.